Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the conflicts in Billy and Sally's love story, before the appearance of the second zodiac sign, Phyllis. Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra decide to leave the chaos of Genoa City for a romantic vacation, to rekindle their relationship and help Billy forget the recent turmoil in his life. The trip is planned with everything perfect: a romantic beach house, candlelit meals, and relaxing afternoons together. However, despite careful planning, they do not expect the storm to come not only from the ocean but also from familiar characters back home. Sally knows Billy better than anyone. She knows he is always obsessed with the idea of revenge against Victor Newman, whom Billy sees as the cause of a series of sufferings in his life. Sally does not want this vacation to turn into a long discussion of hatred or endless plans for revenge. For her, this trip is an opportunity for Billy to escape from stress and regain balance in his life. On the way to the destination, Sally tries to steer the conversation to light topics. She talks about her future plans, her fashion design work, and even suggests a collaborative project to help Billy feel excited. Everything seems to be going well, until the shadow of a spoiler appears. Phyllis Summers, with her strong personality and unwavering determination, has a completely different mindset. She does not believe in forgetting and moving on. For Phyllis, Victor Newman is an enemy she cannot forgive. Moreover, she cannot understand why Sally is so determined to stop Billy from carrying out his revenge plan. As soon as she learns about the couple's romantic vacation, Phyllis begins to suspect that Sally has an ulterior motive. In Phyllis' eyes, Sally is just trying to control Billy and divert his attention from what's really important: getting back at Victor. Suspicion and jealousy push Phyllis to make a bold decision. She will intervene and make sure her plan doesn't go astray. When Billy and Sally arrive, things start out peaceful. The couple enjoys some sweet moments together, watching the sunset and sharing heartfelt moments. But the peace is quickly shattered when Phyllis unexpectedly shows up at the resort. She makes an excuse that she's on vacation, but Sally and Billy both know that her presence is no coincidence. Phyllis wastes no time in adding fuel to the fire. She constantly reminds Billy of what Victor did and scolds Sally for being soft. In a tense conversation, Phyllis accuses Sally of deliberately pulling Billy away from his goals, even insinuating that Sally doesn't really care about Billy's feelings and just wants to keep him harmless. Tensions rise as Billy, who is trying to maintain peace, finds himself caught between two women. On one side is Sally, whom he loves and wants to trust, and on the other is Phyllis, an old friend who shares his goal of confronting Victor. When Phyllis deliberately brings up painful memories of how Victor ruined Billy's life, Billy begins to waver. His conflicting emotions make him question whether giving up on his plan for revenge is really the right decision. Meanwhile, Sally, feeling threatened by Phyllis's intervention, decides to stand up for her views. She confronts Phyllis, accusing her of exploiting the situation to further her own agenda and of not really caring about what will happen to Billy if she continues to confront Victor. The tensions eventually boil over in a heated argument between the three. Billy, unable to bear the pressure, leaves to think for himself. When he returns, he makes a decision that surprises both Sally and Phyllis. He will no longer let anyone make his decisions for him. Billy declares that he needs time to evaluate what is truly important to him, and that he is not sure that any relationship, with Sally or Phyllis, is worth having if it only brings stress. Sally is disappointed but understands that she cannot force Billy to give up his feelings. Phyllis, on the other hand, leaves with a small smile, as if she has won this confrontation, but deep down, she also wonders if her actions were really the right one. The trip, which was supposed to be a romantic getaway, turns out to be a major turning point in Sally and Billy's relationship. It not only exposes deep conflicts between the characters, but also raises questions about the boundaries between love, loyalty, and personal ambition. When everyone returns to Genoa City, their lives will never be the same again. Phyllis Summers has never been the type to let go of anything that hurts her or goes against her views. Recently, her strained relationship with Sharon Newman and endless troubles have made Phyllis feel suffocated. Seeking revenge on Victor Newman is not only a way to relieve pressure, but also an opportunity to prove her sharpness and determination. But when Billy Abbott, the person she used to be closely attached to, plans to go to Paris with Sally Spectra, things start to get more complicated than ever. Sally is an intelligent and ambitious woman. She knows that Billy is struggling with internal conflicts and intends to take revenge on Victor, which Sally does not approve of. With her sharp nature, She always tries to convince Billy to focus on the present and the future instead of being overwhelmed by the past. The trip to Paris is not only a romantic vacation but also an opportunity for Sally to help Billy temporarily forget his blind revenge intentions. What Sally doesn't know, however, is that Summer, Phyllis' daughter and her current boss at Marchetti, has learned of the plan. Summer, who doesn't fully trust Sally, leaks this information to Phyllis. Being a restless person, Phyllis immediately thinks of taking this opportunity to intervene. Phyllis not only sees Sally as a threat to her job, but also feels that Sally is not the right person for Billy. In her eyes, Billy needs a partner who is smart, strong, and experienced, like her, or at least someone she can accept. The thought that Billy might propose to Sally in Paris makes Phyllis feel anxious and even a little hurt. She convinces herself that preventing Billy and Sally's relationship is not only for her own benefit, but also for Billy's future. Using the excuse of a business trip, Phyllis decides to travel to Paris, where she might accidentally run into Billy and Sally. But her true motives go beyond that. Memories of her past relationship with Billy seem to be slowly returning, stirring up complicated emotions within her. Despite knowing that their relationship has broken down and that Billy once betrayed her by having an affair with her own daughter, Summer, Phyllis can't help but wonder if there's still something between them. Paris, the city of lights, also the city of fractures. In Paris, Sally and Billy enjoyed beautiful moments together. They walk along the ancient cobblestone streets, watch the Eiffel Tower sparkle, and share their dreams for the future. Sally, always busy with her work at Marchetti, even takes the time to plan the details of this vacation to make it special. She hopes that Paris will help Billy see things more clearly and focus on the positive. However, everything changes when Phyllis appears. With a confident demeanor, she accidentally meets Billy and Sally at a fancy cafe on the banks of the Seine. It doesn't take long for Phyllis to start a meaningful conversation. She reminds Billy of his past decisions, hinting that moving forward with Sally might not be the best choice. Phyllis's words make Billy waver, raising doubts in his heart. Sally quickly notices Phyllis's interference and doesn't hesitate to confront her. She directly asks Phyllis about the real reason she's in Paris. In a moment of uncontrollable anger, Phyllis blurts out that she's afraid Billy will make a mistake by going too far with Sally. Not only does this hurt Sally, it also makes Billy feel controlled. Billy, who's been trying to get away from his troubles and conflicts, decides to confront Phyllis. He reminds her that his life is no longer about her and that he's mature enough to make his own decisions. Billy's words make Phyllis reconsider, but also ignite her anger. Phyllis vows that she will not let Billy and Sally's relationship continue as it has. Tensions come to a head when Phyllis, Sally, and Billy have a face-to-face conversation at a small party in Paris. Phyllis, in a moment of weakness, admits that she still has feelings for Billy. But Billy, in his straightforward way, dismisses any possibility of a reunion and insists that he has found happiness with Sally. These words deeply hurt Phyllis, but also force her to face the fact that Billy has moved on. As for Sally, although she is tired of Phyllis's interference, she decides not to let this overshadow her feelings for Billy. They both agree that they will not let the past or anyone else influence their future. Paris, with its inherent romantic beauty, has become the stage for dramatic scenes between the characters. The confrontation between Sally and Phyllis not only exposes deep conflicts but also proves that love is never easy. When everyone returns to Genoa City, the after-effects of this trip will certainly leave their mark on their relationship. Will Phyllis give up her intention to control Billy? Can Sally and Billy overcome the challenges to keep their love? All of that will continue to create attractive plots in the upcoming journey of the young and the restless.